This past week was one of the most painful and uncomfortable weeks in my recent memory, and I want to share with you a little bit about my experience and how it's teaching me an incredible lesson in stoicism, so you can take these lessons from my own experience and hopefully apply them in your life to learn to become more grounded in the moment. So let's get into it. So I want to address what's been going on with me lately. The reason I didn't post last week is because I actually sustained an injury. You can't see them right now, but I am currently on crutches at the moment. I ended up twisting my knee playing basketball. I had a little bit of a misstep. I went to go plant and my knee just kind of gave out. Haven't been able to walk within the past week. Slowly getting my range of motion back, but it's still somewhat painful to put weight on my leg. And on top of that, I was actually robbed. Somebody took my money out of my wallet and took my cards when I was at the gym. I had a lock on my locker. I was lifting for about an hour and somebody came in with lock breakers, cut the lock off my locker, took my cash, and took both of my cards out of my wallet. So that literally happened within the span of 3 to 4 days. And the reason I'm telling you all of this, and the reason I'm being extremely candid, is because of the lesson it is teaching me, and I want to share with you. And that lesson is a strong lesson in stoicism and just the simple art of not giving a fuck. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that this was completely nonchalant. I didn't care. I completely moved past it. I sure as hell was upset, especially when I got robbed. Thankfully I got my money on my cards back, but not the cash. Obviously that's gone. I wasn't happy. I'm not gonna lie about that. But it didn't really affect me during that day. I remember going into the gym and telling the staff at the gym, hey, somebody took my stuff. Did anybody come in and out with a lock breaker? Did you notice anything weird? And I was having these conversations with this, and I was having a conversation with my bank to shut down my cards, and I remember being very, very calm. I wasn't losing my mind. I wasn't getting crazy emotional. I even had some of the staff at the gym tell me, you seem unordinarily calm right now. She's like, I would be freaking out. I would be losing my mind. And really in that moment, it kind of helped me realize, what does that do for me in this moment? What does me getting emotional, what does me losing my cool actually solve? Nothing. It makes things worse. It makes things harder to communicate. I wouldn't be able to talk to these people and get the things done that I needed to get done. I filed a police report. I called my bank. I had conversation with the gym, and I did all that in a very calm and timely manner. I wasn't losing my mind and getting emotional, which is where people get into trouble. When things happen that aren't in your plan or they're out of your control, we get upset and we let that throw us off our form, throw us off our momentum, and we just lose ourselves and we can't get centered. And I didn't let that happen to me. I even made a story on my Instagram talking about this and the situation. I said, I'm actually really calm. Yes, it sucks and I wish I had my money back and I wish it didn't happen, but I'm not letting that throw me off of my groove. I'm not letting that throw me off my path. And 2 or 3 days later, and I didn't want to go into public gyms because I didn't want to be back in a gym like that where my stuff could be stolen. So I worked out at home. I was playing basketball, and that's when I messed up my knee. So it was very connected to each other. It's kind of funny how that worked. But even then, it extremely painful. One of the most painful things that I've had in recent memory, just physically. But then even in that situation, I remember thinking, well, this fucking sucks. It is what it is. I have to move forward with this. What is me sitting and sulking and complaining and being in self-pity going to do for me? Nothing. I had to take care of what I had to take care of. And that's why I'm bringing up stoicism, because that's what stoicism really is. Controlling the controllable. Focusing on what you can do. What can I do right now? Film YouTube videos, film content for Instagram, for TikTok, work on my business, do client outreach, deliver coaching to my clients, work on my course that I'm creating, doing all these things that don't require me to use my legs. The first few days I did take off because it was very painful and I didn't have much mindset in order to be productive. But after a couple of days, I'm like, I'm getting bored. I need to do something. And this is where most people, I think, would quit or would give up, because they're just like, well, I can't walk, I can't do this, can't do anything. What can you do? There's always something to do. If I can't work out my lower body right now, I'm gonna start doing push-ups, because I can use my upper body completely fine. I can use my arms. I can start working out that way. When you combine that mindset of not caring what happens and just being in the moment and being focused on what you have to do, it makes everything so much easier. Now, I'm not going to say that you're never going to experience adversity and some things that really throw you off, like an emergency or a very big event in your life, like a death in a family member or something tragic like that, isn't going to throw you off, because I'm sure it will. We're human. But if you want to be a man who's truly doing big things and going far in life, you have to focus on what is in front of you. Take your time to go through the grieving process. That takes time, but eventually you're coming back to things. You're not giving up. Like, if you ever give up, that's true failure. Taking a break and taking time aside to focus on your mental or to focus on yourself to get better in your emotional state, that is not failure. You know, men that actually move forward when things get tough are the men that make it far in life. That's truly what I'm learning. That's the mentality I want to have moving forward for the rest of this year and the rest of next year. I'm still not deterred at all. My confidence is still at a sky high, and my vision is extremely clear with what I want to do. Nothing changed. I had a little setback. That was it. I can't control that. I can't control me going back and changing things. And even though I've tried to do that, that's part of the grieving process, is negotiating. You want to change what happened. You're bargaining, right? But I can't do anything about it. And it's only going to make me more upset and emotional. So what can I do? I can focus on my work. I can be present. I can meditate. I can journal about these things. I can write down my goals. I can still do most of the things I have to do to grow my business and to grow my life in other areas. Obviously can't be as active, but I can do other things. I can curl. I can do push-ups. I can do something with arms and upper body, right? So it's using what is at your disposal, as opposed to thinking, oh, I can't do this, or this is something I can't. You're worrying about what you can't control. Stoicism is about worrying about what you can control, what is in your direct power. If you focus on that, you'll always be focused on the positive, on what's possible. And I wanted to share this. I wanted to give you my honest experience and kind of document myself here, which what most of these videos are, just me documenting my journey. But this is more of a direct, I'm telling you what happened to me. And it's not to have people reach out and feel bad for me and tell me, oh my God, I hope you feel better. I'm not doing this for that reason. I just want to give you a lesson, because it's giving me a lesson in stoicism and how to focus on what is directly in my control, and to not worry about small things. Like, yeah, I might be out, I might not be able to walk for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna need surgery or not. I don't think I will. But again, even if that's the case, I still have to focus on what I have to do, because I'm not taking a delay. I'm not taking time off to go to feel sorry for myself or to waste time. I have a goal. I have a vision. I have a purpose. I know what I'm trying to do. And me taking time off is just simply delaying that inevitable. So I'm not trying to do that. And my goals are just too big right now. I have too many things I want to do. And yes, I'm taking it easier in certain areas, but don't be mistaken. I'm still focusing on what is absolutely things that are still in my control. So that's what I'm telling you. Even if you have setbacks in your life, even if you have things going on, that mindset will take you so freaking far. And I don't want to make this video all about me, but I want to share just what is happening in my life right now, give you an update, and just let you know what I'm going through, how I'm learning to go about this journey and to improve myself as a man, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in just a lot of different ways. So even though it was a personal story, take this for what you can, and take the nuggets that I'm sharing with you and just the lessons that I'm trying to share with you through my experience, and hopefully it helps you in some way, shape, or form. So if you like that video, man, give it a thumbs up, comment your thoughts down below, Let me know what you think about this mindset, about Stoicism, philosophy in general. So let me know what kind of topics you want me to cover more of on this channel. Make sure you subscribe if you like content about improving your masculinity, improving the quality of your lifestyle, and improving the quality of your relationships. And if you want to work with me personally, I can help you with all of these things that I just mentioned, especially the mindset of being stoic and focusing on what you can control to be more productive and on point. Click the link down below and we will talk on a free consultation call. So that's it, man. That's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it added value to your life. Take from my experience, learn from me. If you find yourself in a similar situation, I'm sure this will help you out tremendously. And I'm going to continue to learn and continue to progress in this journey. It's going to take a bit for me to get back to total normal 100%, but I'm not really deterred by it. I'm still going to do what I have to do and just take it one day at a time. That's really Stoicism in a nutshell. So hopefully you can learn from this. I will catch you in the next video. Remember, at the end of the day, everything truly does start with you. Peace out, man.